Heath, good to see you.
How you doing, Kyle?
Saw you at the trade show.
Yeah, it was good catching up with you.
Yeah. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, it was nice seeing what other companies are doing and what they're doing to improve themselves, and it's kind of cool to see that, just because then you can kind of piggyback off it if needed, if you think something's going to work for your company too.
Yeah.
I'm sure you feel the same way.
Yeah, I do. So it was good to see some of the other companies that were out there.
Exactly.
We're getting closer to spring training, so that's good.
Shoot, I can't wait to be in Florida. The snow is getting sick of it,
Yeah. So did you have a chance to look over any more what we talked about last week?
Yeah, I definitely looked into your jerseys. I really enjoyed not only the quality, but how many SKUs you have of your jersey. The 5 SKUs versus what Nike has as a 3. And it's definitely better for the in-between weathers where it's 60, 70 degrees and it's not necessarily scorching hot, but it's not cold either. So it was definitely nice to see that. Just the players, whatever we can help them with to be perform better is going to help the whole organization. So it's awesome.
Yeah. I brought some digital samples that I can pull up for you real quick.
For sure, that'd be awesome.
This is just a comparison of jerseys that you have now.
Yep, that's it.
Yep. And then, so tell me a little bit about these jerseys. Do your players like them, dislike them?
They love them when we're in New York.
Sure.
But when we're in Kansas, mid-October, and it's 65 degrees out, it's not ideal.
Sure.
Or too thick.
Sure.
And they offer the thinner SKUs, but they look different. They look more of a jersey, like a basketball jersey.
Sure.
The holes in them and everything, and I'd rather have a jersey that every single jersey looks exactly the same except for the quality. And our players agree with that, and that's what I love about your brand too, is the thinnest jersey looks exactly like the thickest jersey until you put it on.
Right.
Which is really nice. But yeah, those are some thick jerseys, and they definitely keep you warm. But when you're hot, and you can't take your jersey off and go out there and play.
Right.
So.
Right. Have you had any other problems or anything that maybe you thought of or that have came up recently with working with Nike?
Yeah, shipments. They, as I told you last time, we were going to New York for a 3-game series, and the jerseys did not come on time. We actually had to go pick them up in New York, which, thank God, Nike has a distribution center in New York. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had jerseys. We were supposed to get them before we left, and they were supposed to be on the plane with us, but they weren't. We flew all the way to New York, and they still said they couldn't get them to us, so we had to have our equipment manager physically drive there and go get our jerseys for the game.
Okay.
So that was definitely a big issue for us because we still ended up paying for shipping. And obviously it costs money to drive somewhere.
Right.
We had to pack heavier because we didn't know if we were going to have to use our thin jerseys and load up underneath them.
Right.
It cost us in luggage, shipments, and actually driving to the distribution center.
Yeah, well, that doesn't sound very acceptable at all.
It's definitely not ideal.
Yeah, so and then the other one that I have is one of our Majestic jerseys, and this is a sample of what your jersey could look like.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's still the same. Detroit Tigers, style.
Yeah, just the quality. That's what we're looking for. Still want to have that look where people see us on TV and there's the Tigers.
Right.
So but yeah, those are some nice jerseys. What SKU is that?
This would be the 4 SKU. So this is going to be kind of the in between, kind of early season, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really like that jersey. You can just tell by looking at it that the quality is there. So that's definitely our biggest issue. So
okay.
Cool.
Have you seen any other needs maybe that have come up or that you foresee down the future or in the future?
Potentially cleats.
Okay.
Our Nike cleats wear down quite a bit. In the tunnels of you're walking back and forth from your locker room to the field, locker room to the field, locker room to the field, and it's all concrete.
Right.
So wearing metal cleats on concrete doesn't work out so well.
Right.
And they wear down pretty fast. And some players go through one in 6 weeks. Some players go through them each week, and we have to buy them a new pair, new pair.
Sure.
So that's definitely an issue too. But we'll worry about that down the road.
Sure. Yeah, and we'd be willing to help you out with that. We have a couple contacts with some cleat vendors, so
yeah,
we can help you out with that.
That'd be cool.
But Yeah, I mean, you seem to be interested in this jersey, our brand, our company.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely sounds like a great opportunity to, you know, get rid of all the issues we have with Nike.
Yeah.
There's so many issues, and just because it has a Nike logo on it doesn't mean it's a better jersey.
Right.
You know, everybody thinks Nike's top dog, but
Right.
the quality in baseball jerseys just, you know, it's not there. And
Yeah.
so
And
we'd love to switch up.
I don't think Nike's focus is on baseball as much as they do, you know, maybe football, or even basketball.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and the nice thing about us is we can pick any jersey we want. Unlike football, every jersey's Nike.
right.
So it's nice for us to be able to, you know, pick our own jerseys, the quality, the relationships, and
Yeah.
what's going to be best for us.
Right.
Not, so.
And that's part of what makes baseball, and Tigers baseball specifically, unique. And I think that's something that Majestic can help you with, is staying unique and, you know, being different than everybody else.
Yeah,
So-
that's definitely a big part of it. We want somebody to flip on the TV, and as soon as they see our jersey, say those are the Tigers. You know?
Right.
So.
Well, what I'll do is I will grab a couple samples, and maybe we can meet up again.
Yeah.
Get in touch with you either tonight or maybe sometime early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll at practice. We have practice later today. I'll get with the equipment manager and probably a couple players to possibly have you come out tomorrow for practice or the next day, whenever works for you.
Yeah.
Put a couple jerseys on the players and see how they like taking batting practice, taking field work, you know, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And
Sure.
we'll let them judge too.
All right.
So.
Well, that sounds good. I'll get in touch with you, Heath.
Yeah,
Thanks for your
sure.
time.
Thanks, Cap.